Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about the Bath & Body Works Disney Villains collaboration, specifically the Maleficent collection. As you can see, I have my Maleficent Mickey ears on. I am so excited to go to the Halloween party this year. I love all things Disney, so of course I had to show out for the Maleficent collection. That being said, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works on my channel, especially the body care, so if that sounds like something interesting to you, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's dive into the products, packaging, fragrance notes, everything you'll want to know about the Bath & Body Works X Disney Villains Maleficent collection. All right, you guys, I feel like I'm sitting so far away from the camera, but I want to include all of my ears, so I feel like I have to sit this far back so you can get the whole look. But that being said, we're gonna break down the Maleficent collection into the accessories, the body care, and then the home care as well, integrating pricing throughout. Now, if you watched my Evil Queen video, you know that this collection will be available starting tomorrow, at least at the time that you're seeing this. I'm assuming it will be tomorrow, August 26th and August 27th, as part of their members exclusive early access. If you're not a member, it's very easy to sign up. All you're going to need is an email, and then you'll create your password, and then boom, you're a Bath & Body Works member. I think their membership is one of the best as far as the companies that I shop at. Not only do you get exclusive access to Drew drops and collection like this, you also get access to member exclusive sales, coupons for free products. It's a really great membership, and you don't need to spend anything to become a part of it or spend anything to uphold that membership. So highly recommend doing that. However, if you don't want to order online, which member exclusive early access is for online only, so you will have to pay shipping, you won't be able to activate the BOPIS, which is buy online, pick up in store. That collection will be launching on September 3rd, so in store and online, and that's when the global launch is. Now, if you are doing an online order tomorrow, August 26th or August 27th, definitely activate that 3 times points, as a lot of these will be outside of coupon range, and I want you guys to save as much money as possible, or at least get free product in return as much as possible. That being said, we're going to dive right on into the Maleficent accessories. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put some images up right here. So starting out with the candle holders, the candle holders are insane. I think this is some of the best work Bath & Body Works has done. Starting out with the Dragon Layer Maleficent's Castle candle holder. This is fantastic. And I feel like whether you're a true Maleficent fan, a Sleeping Beauty fan, a Disney fan, or just a general fan of like fantasy worlds, this is going to be right up your alley. I love the sheen on the castle in that it's not just a basic silver, it's like this green purple. It's very similar to the kind of like, I think it was the Poison Apple that we have currently available. That's kind of like this holographic duochrome. It looks like it's going to be duochrome green and purple, which are Maleficent's colors, obviously. And then you have the castle sitting on top of like this super sharp, like in jagged, almost like a rock fortress. And then you obviously have the Maleficent dragon creeping around the corner. This is such an awesome piece, you guys, something that I feel like collectors and Disney fans are gonna go crazy for. So if this is something that you're looking at, definitely recommend utilizing that member exclusive early access, because I don't know if they're gonna restock some of these pieces or if they're going to be available in your store. Now, the next piece we have is another candle holder, and this one seems to be a little bit more in depth. It also looks to that it has like a light that's lighting it up. I don't believe it's a water globe. I'm not seeing any water or any like of the like snow globe particles in the actual product itself, but we have a very regal looking candle holder. You have this display of Maleficent's dragon, Maleficent silhouette, the green flames, and then on the outside of the candle holder, you have 2 of what it looks like to be Maleficent's staff, where you have that kind of green ball on top. Again, I think this is going to be a collector's piece. A lot of people are going to go crazy for this one. Now, as far as pricing goes on these, because the pricing for the collection, according to the Bath & Body Works press page, which I will have linked in the description box down below if you'd like more information on the collection, it says it's only going up to $79.95. I think that that's going to be the ceiling for these. So these are either going to be $79.95, $79.95, or probably like $59.95. That's going to be my estimate here. We don't have exact prices and we won't know those until tomorrow, so we'll have to see. But I think for budgeting, I think anything under $80 is safe. I would say anywhere from $60 to about $80 for the candle holders. Now, the next 2 accessories we have a pocket back holder. We also have a wallflower plug-in. A pocket back holder is so fun. Definitely Maleficent vibes, and I believe the green dangly sequins making up her face are actually glow in the dark as well, which is a super fun quality. I think their pocket back holders are going to be roughly like $10, $11. I feel like that's what we saw with the Disney Princess collection as well. And then as far as this wallflower plug-in, this is very detailed, you guys, and there's a good mix of the live action Maleficent as well as the original Sleeping Beauty cartoon kind of intertwined throughout these products. That's going to be something that we see in the next line of accessories, some of the next images I'm going to be throwing up on the screen. But as far as this one, this is very much the live action Maleficent movie. You have Maleficent's wings, you have her horns, obviously her staff, and then you have, I think it's a raven. Maybe it's a crow. It's either a raven or a crow kind of in the display. You have the green window, which it almost reminds me of like the box where her wings were being held, and I believe that's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, the second one. And then you have these really pretty purple flowers, and you have almost like these thorn bushes, very reminiscent of what we saw in the live action and the cartoon as well. So I think the wallflower is really well done, and I'm excited to see kind of this combination of not only the original Sleeping Beauty cartoon, but also the later renditions of the live action Maleficent movies. The next round of accessories we have, first up we have this really stunning body care tray and mirror. I'm gonna say I like the Evil Queen better a little bit more than this one. I like the Evil Queen one a little bit more. The horns I think are okay, but they're not as Maleficent as a lot of the other collection is. I think the body care tray is nice, but I think the color scheme for kind of these scales doesn't really make me think of Maleficent. If the horns weren't on here, I really wouldn't know that it was her, but I do think that it's a fun collector's piece. Next up, we have the soap holder, which I believe the raven, I can't remember if it's a raven or a crow. The more I look at it, it looks like a crow, but I'm not exactly sure. And I think his name is Diallo, I think it's something like that. Let me actually look it up real quick because I have a computer in front of me. Let's see. It is Maleficent's crow. It is a crow. Okay, it's Diablo. It's Diablo the crow. So I was right. It is a crow. I think that this soap holder, if especially you are much more interested in the Sleeping Beauty cartoon pieces, this is going to be something right up your alley. It's meant to be cartoony. It's meant to look like that, very similar to the Poison Apple soap holder of the Evil Queen collection. So I like what they've done here. And I also like that he's sitting on top of the ball of her staff. That is what the bottom of the soap holder is. Now, the last thing we have as far as accessory goes are the Maleficent makeup bag. Now, I will say I do like the Evil Queen one a little bit more than this. I'm not a huge fan of like the holographic reflective things. So these really, like the style of this just really isn't up my alley, but I think it's a good shape. I like that you have her silhouette on there. It looks like you have little pieces of, I think it's going to be like the thorn bushes at the top and making the circle. I think I would have loved to see a spinning wheel piece, like a spinning wheel candle holder. I feel like people would have just gone nuts for. I feel like that was maybe missing. With the Evil Queen collection, we definitely got a bigger variety, which if you haven't watched my video that I did, I will have it in the cards somewhere right now. But I think that's the only thing really missing from the Maleficent side of things. Everything as a whole though, I think it's really cohesive. All of the Disney lovers, especially the Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent lovers, have a lot of product to work with, so I'm really excited for this. That being said, we're gonna dive into the actual Maleficent fragrance and wrap it up with the home care and body care. All right, you guys, so moving on into the Maleficent scent itself, we were provided 3 fragrance notes, and it says Maleficent will be Sinister Plum, Midnight Berries, and Mystical Woods. And then the Bath & Body Works press release was kind enough to break down that fragrance a little bit more in depth. It says the Maleficent-inspired fragrance conjures an aura of mystery with intoxicating notes of Sinister Plum, Midnight Berries, and Mystical Woods, each element a reflection of her dark elegance. The rich plum evokes her tempting and powerful energy, while Midnight Berries hint at her forbidden charm. Deceptively sweet, yet shadowed by intrigue, Mystical Woods ground the fragrance in the enchanted forest she calls home. So at first, when I saw the fragrance notes on this, I was like, plum, berries, and woods. This is sounding a lot like Vampire Blood, because in Vampire Blood, we have petrifying plum, juicy red berries, and night blooming jasmine. So I was like, is this just going to be like a sister to Vampire Blood? I still don't know what to think. I feel like based off the Evil Queen fragrance notes, we got a much better idea of what the vanilla suede's impact on the fragrance is. But as far as this goes, besides that deceptively sweet kind of like hint, I have really no idea what this is going to smell like. If I had to choose, I would really love for this to smell very similar to Rose Jam from Lush. I love that fragrance. I think it's super just sweet and yummy and delicious, and it still has a bit of like a sophisticated backing to it, which is something that I hope is achieved by this fragrance. I also hope that it's a bit darker than just like your traditional Berries and Woods fragrance. Berries and Woods is something that we've definitely got with some of the other Halloween collection currently available, so I'm really hoping that this is a lot different from our Vampire Bloods, from our Ghoul Friends, from our Autumn Drive, from our Sunrise Woods, fragrances like that. Moving into the actual body care itself, now I'm a much bigger fan of the Maleficent collection than I am the Evil Queen collection from just the overall design perspective. This is elevated body care. This is not something that I would expect to find in the kids section per se. That being said, I have to say it's really hard choosing a favorite product design from the core body care. The core body care meaning the full-size fine fragrance mist, diamond shimmer mist, body wash, and then the body cream. There will not be any full-size lotion as a part of this collection, unfortunately. That was also something that we missed out on with the Everyday Luxuries collection, the Disney Princess collection. They really haven't been doing a lot of lotions with these collections. Something to note if you're a lotion-only wearer. As far as the actual like packaging goes, I love this. Now, I would say this is very much more of the live action Maleficent rather than the cartoon Maleficent. I think my favorite packaging has got to go to the body cream. I just love the silhouette. I love the dragon scales. You have Maleficent's wings, her silhouette. You have Diablo on her staff. You also have the thorn bushes. Like, it really brings all of Maleficent together into one piece. But also, I like the shower gel or the body wash. It has this really vibrant green. I don't know if the bottle is green or the shower gel is green. I'm going to assume the bottle. I feel like they've been doing a lot of clear shower gel lately, so I'm going to say the bottle, but it would be fun if the shower gel itself was that very electric green. I love how you have still the silhouette, still her wings, but you also have Diablo in the top right corner. You have her dragon form in the top left corner. Really fun packaging. As far as the body care adjacent items, we have the pocket bag, the lip gloss, and the mini fine fragrance mist. I think the mini fine fragrance mist is nice. I like the green backing on this. The lip gloss is fun as well. I feel like lip gloss packaging is so small. You really can't get very creative, but I think this looks nice and really pairs nicely with the Evil Queen one. They sort of have a similarity between the silhouette of the villain, and then you have almost like this crown molding on the top. And then obviously the pocket bag, it looks fun. It looks like it might have some like sprinkles or different color, like flecks of color in it, which I think is a really nice touch. And then the gray label, I think it's okay. I would have preferred the like dragon scale label or like a purple label or something a little bit different, but I think overall it looks nice. As far as pricing on these items, we don't have exact pricing. Again, these are estimates. We won't know until tomorrow, but I think body care is going to range from $17.95 to $19.95. The pocket bag is going to be $1.95. I feel like we can say that one with confidence, as that would be the lowest price item of the entire collection, and Bath & Body Works provided us with that nice price range. The lip gloss and the mini fine fragrance mist, I'm going to say anywhere in the ballpark from $10.95 all the way up to $12.95. I feel like that's reasonable for this almost like collector type collection. Moving on into the Maleficent home care, you will be able to purchase the Maleficent fragrance in the single wick candle, the 3-wick candle, and the wallflower. I think the single wick is going to be anywhere in that like $18 to $20 range. The 3-wick, because it has that really magical shape-shifting lid, that lid's going to shape-shift from Maleficent to Maleficent in her dragon form, so you'll have the human to the dragon form. I think we're going to see that for around, it's got to be at least $36, probably more like $39.95, $40. And I think the wallflower is going to be $8.95. I feel like the traditional wallflower is maybe $7.95, so I feel like that's just a little bit of a price increase because it is Disney and obviously this kind of limited edition collection. And then lastly, you will have the foaming hand soap. They will not have any clear like the gel hand soaps available, and you will also have the fabric care detergent in Maleficent. The soap, I think it's around $9.95, and then as far as the detergent goes, I think it's just going to be a little bit more than the original price of the detergents, which I want to say the detergents are $16.95, $19.95. I don't know. I never shop Bath & Body Works detergent, so I'm a horrible person to like ask about like my thoughts or anything on those, but I was really surprised to see them doing detergents. I feel like I would have much rather seen like a specialty product, like maybe a bath bomb, or maybe even honestly just the body lotion in the full size. I would have much preferred that as opposed to the detergent, but if you are a detergent fan, this will be obviously something that you might be interested in picking up. That being said, I think that wraps up our Maleficent collection as a whole. I'm so excited for this collection, you guys. Me, myself, I will not be taking advantage of the member exclusive early access. This is definitely something that I'll want to wait in store first, so probably going September 3rd, but we'll have to see. Obviously, if they do release special stuff online, I'll look online tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to order just because of the shipping. And then also, I have a lot of body care right now. I'm totally content with everything I have. I do have 2 coupons, both expiring September 29th, that I might use them on this collection, but as of right now, I feel really good with where my collection's at, and it's just not something that I uber need. Unless the Evil Queen collection smells amazing, then maybe I might break that rule. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you're really excited for this, what other villains you would like to see. I'm going to do a bigger video about just Disney and Bath & Body Works as collaborators, what the future could look like, what things I would like to see. So sort of building off this collection. So that'll be up shortly if you'd be interested in that. But yes, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking about this. I hope you found the video helpful. And that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.